Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a deck profile with my nice mat. We are doing a standard deck profile, Night March, if you couldn't tell. This deck is considered the best deck in the format. I like it. A lot of other people don't like it. Hits hard. However, there are a lot of decks right now that counter this deck if they get set up. For example, like Vesperquin Bioplume, item lock. Trevenant, item lock. Seismitoad Giratina, item lock. Special energy lock. But this deck has ways to counter that, which I love. So let's get into it. I'll show you guys Pokemon line first. Of course, we run the standard 4/4 4 Night March, 4 Joltik, 4 Pumpkaboo, and 4 Lampent. Of course, your main attackers in this deck are Pumpkaboo and Joltik. And Lampent, you just discard. Because it is stage 1, you don't run Litwick in this deck, so you're going to want to discard it in order to do more damage. However, Pumpkaboo does have the attack Night March, but for 3 energies, 3 colorless energies. However, we do run dimension values in this deck to lower that by 1, and all you need is a DCE. So the Joltik and Pumpkaboo are attackers. And what makes this deck also work, 3 Shaman. Standard, if you don't know what it does by now, it allows it to go through your deck, get what you need. It's amazing. Anyways, guys, that's the Pokemon line. Pretty straightforward. This deck doesn't run Jirachi. I've seen one run Hawlucha. It's just the 4/4 line. And onto the supporters. It's very thin, very, very thin. Surprisingly, all you need is 2 Sycamore. You don't really need 3 or 4. 2 is fine. Yeah, sorry about that. 2 Lysander, standard in most decks. It's an amazing card. 1 Teammates, which is also amazing because Joltik only has 30 HP and Pumpkaboo only has 60. So most of the times you're getting knocked out after you get a knockout. However, Teammates allows, when you do get knocked out, Teammates allows you to search your deck, get any 2 cards that you need to make a comeback knockout. So this card is amazing in this deck. 1 Xerosic for the Giratina counter. Mainly you're going to want to discard their double dragons with that, and 1 Hex. So, like I said, it's a very thin supporter line. It's big, but it works in this deck due to the accelerate how fast it works. So now onto the very thick and heavy items. 4 Ultra Ball, standard. It works so well because you can, if you have a Lampent in your hand, you can use this to discard a Lampent and you'll have more Night Marches in your deck. 4 VS Seeker to get back, say Lysander, or you can use a turn 1 Hex, which is amazing. Also, what makes this deck work, 4 Compressor, discard Night Marchers, or you can discard any card that you don't need at the time. So It's very good. It's also getting reprinted in one of the upcoming sets, so I'm happy about that. 3 Aquabike lets you speed through your deck. Also 4 Trainer's Mail, another card that lets you just go straight through your deck. Now this card is amazing in this deck. 4 Puzzle of Time allows you to get, if you use 2 copies at once, it allows you to get any 2 cards from your discard. So if you're in a tough spot and you have a compressor, you can compress an Ultra Ball, and with the Ultra Ball you can get a Shaman and you're right back in the game. So Puzzle Time broken in this deck. Now onto the 2 copies and 1 copy of items. We run 2 Fighting Belt. This is before Breakpoint was released, Breakthrough, whichever one. Muscle Band was a choice, but at times I feel like Muscle Band is better. The plus 40 HP is always nice, but most of the times, if you go against a 180 HP Night Marcher, you're gonna have to discard that 1 extra Night Marcher. You're gonna have to overextend for it, and if they get the knockout next turn, you're already gonna have 10 Night Marchers in the discard, and you're only left with 2 to attack. So this is why at times I feel like running 1 is nice, but I ended up running 2. Now into the 1-ofs. 1 Floatstone. It's always nice to attach to a Shaman or a Pumpkaboo. Have a free retreater. 1 Startling Megaphone. This was mainly used before, when the Entei hype was around. I saw how it's died down, but it's always good to discard air opposing, Floatstones, Muscle Bands. So 1 Pokemon Catcher. Now the change I would make in this deck was, this is basically like another Lysander. I would keep this, take out a Lysander, and add another Hex. Due to the amount of Trevenant around the area and everywhere, Hex can shut down their item lock. So that's why I cut out 1 Lysander, keep this, and add another Hex. So 1 Town Map. Always nice to know your prizes. 1 Escape Rope, good for the Jolteon Jirachi counter. I'm running out of space. 1 Enhanced Hammer. Like I said, this is good in every matchup that uses special energy, but mainly for Giratina, because Giratina just doesn't allow us to attach double colorless switches, our only energy in this deck, and 1 Target Whistle to abuse Shamans. And our choice of stadium, surprisingly only 2 Dimension Valleys. The reason why there's only 2 is, like I said, with the rise of Trevenant, Bursting Balloon, or Trevenant Hammers, their choice of stadium is usually Dimension Valley. So in every other matchup, 2 should be fine, because you can use Joltik to attack if you whiff the Dimension Valley. But 2 is fine. I personally haven't had trouble with it, so, but I have a feeling soon I will. And of course our energy, 4 double colorless. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this Night March list. It's pretty straightforward, similar to a lot of the other decks. The change that I mentioned is actually the lists that have 1 states, so I'm definitely be trying that out. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned till next time. More deck profiles coming, so thanks for watching.